How about yeah. I'm on Windows 10. But back then I was on XP. All right, ship stopping. I got a pretty pod.
I am Aura, your AI companion. Though I would have preferred to meet under more serene circumstances, rest assured I am here to help. A baptism by fire is certainly not what Air had planned for your first day in a pod.
Air. What's air? Okay.
The learning facility in which you began your new life as a capsuleer is under attack. The station's hull integrity has been catastrophically compromised.
Ooh. Drama.
I'm unable to identify our attackers, but they are not currently targeting our capsule. This gives us time to locate a ship.
So one thing I'm not oh, wow. Okay. There's some things happening over there. There's some other things happening over there.
Your pod may be able to fly through space, but like all capsules, it is unarmed. A proper ship comes with proper weaponry. We must scan the debris for a space-worthy vessel.
Yeah, that is really freaking pretty. This is an awesome grid.
Now.
Oh shit.
There is a ship still capable of flight.
It just kind of told me to scroll around it, I think.
Ship indeed.
Am I still zoomed in on my pod? Double click on the highlighted ship.
I have highlighted the navigation section of your display. Use it to approach the ship.
Okay. So I have it selected. Okay, so because I clicked it, I have it selected, right? Yep. This is actually really cool looking. They placed the thing like 6 kilometers away. Well, they're gonna give me an Astero to start out. An Air Astero. So there's a little icon here for me to board my ship. This is not normal EVE Online gameplay. That's... You normally don't wake up in the middle of chaos. And you certainly don't board ships like this initially. But I guess for...
Our shields took significant damage in the attack.
Okay. Did it really just give me a badass looking Astero? Look at that. I like that there's nesters in the background. We got 2 nesters orbiting each other.
The armor is also in need of repair.
Okay.
I believe the appropriate idiom for this situation is, we're screwed.
Okay.
Fortunately, the cavalry has arrived. Ships bearing air transponders are approaching our location.
What is... Oh, that's a piece of ship. I'm sorry, what?
This is Balin Ferris, Commander of Air Security. All ships evacuating this cloning facility are advised to rendezvous at emergency coordinates.
There's a bowhead. There's a nester. Of a Stratios. What was that ship that we just saw? It looked like an Osprey, but it wasn't quite an Osprey. I think I have missiles on it. Okay.
Several thousand civilians appear to have survived the attack. Let us make haste and join the fleet Commander Ferris is organizing. Your overview will display the ships in your vicinity.
This is very different from standard EVE Online play, and that's the thing that gets me. Like I like how cinematic and awesome it seems, but this is like overdeveloped. If I'm going to say one thing about me, it seems overdeveloped, but it is incredibly drawing. Like the graphics are fantastic. This looks exciting. There's a story that we're gonna follow. It's cool, but it doesn't quite seem right. Several thousand civilians appear to select an overview, which is here. So I've always, me playing personally, and I've been playing for a while. This isn't just me playing like as a brand new player, because I've played this game quite a bit. Telling me to do this isn't quite right, because I always do this in approach via the overview. I right click the name. I don't actually use this menu often. I right click because all the interactions that exist in this menu also exist in the right click. And then also, if you hover over it with the left click, I guess you can't do it right now, but there's a radio menu that does the same thing. So there's literally 3 ways to do things, and then you can also interact with them in space by left clicking them. And it's telling me to go into this view and hit approach, whereas I could probably accomplish the same thing there. It really wants me to hit that button. And then also learn that the hotkey is Q.
Captain, your vessel looks like it's seen better days. I'll repair you once you're in range.
Where am I at? I completely lost myself. I decided to look at Balin.
Were you able to determine the identity of our attackers?
Negative, Aura. Their transponders were cloaked and their hulls lacked any identifying information.
There I am.
I'd wager this was an act of corporate espionage turned violent. There are a lot of people in New Eden who want to get their hands on Air's technology, whatever the cost.
Guns. I have Gatling lasers. Alright. I think best prize is you because the right menu is easier to screw up on the heat of battle. True. Would be best prize. They should do some missions like this.
Our ship is almost as good as new. At his command, we will proceed to the emergency coordinates.
Right.
All ships enter warp formation.
We have like a massive... Oh, please tell me it's going to do a badass looking warp. Okay. It forced me to align out. It didn't really give me an option. And I can't do anything. I do see that there's ships here. Like, it looks like there's things, but my camera's locked. Hey, Reva, how's it going? My camera is currently locked.
Designated emergency evacuation zone. We'll be safe here while we regroup.
A spot well chosen. This location's cosmic abnormalities will mask our warp signatures from detection.
Basically, we're in dead space. Okay.
But our appreciation of New Eden's natural wonders will have to wait.
Captain, I could use your help. My sensors are picking up a strange signal nearby, but my
Yes.
thin defending the civilian fleet.
Yeah, I have no... I'm just gonna approach Barris.
Sensors, so it could be nothing. But after that attack,
Nope, I hit a button. Can I look at? It's not letting me look at anything, and my camera's locked right now. Approach the signal source. Okay. Here's the anomaly. So it's telling me to approach the anomaly, but it's not giving me... It's literally not letting me interact with the camera at all. I can't. I'm trying, and it's not letting me interact. So it's literally basically forcing me to click on this. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because a new player in EVE Online is going to have to learn to use the overview, and it forces you to click on it. It kind of highlighted it and flashed it a little bit.
Unidentified signal.
Okay.
Hostiles inbound.
Okay.
defend those unarmed civilian transports. All ships equipped for combat, form up around me.
Okay, so it's telling me to go orbit Balin's ship. So I'm going to orbit it at 500 meters. And I still have a locked camera. I don't know if it's a bug or not.
My sensors indicate that these are the same ships that attacked the cloning facility.
I can't see them. My camera's still locked. Tell them that this kind of focus is a reasonable design decision. So I can't see them. I see things are happening. It's highlighting this one, which is good. And it's showing me that this one's close. So it's telling me to select this and then orbit the enemy. And it's not showing me the fight.
Thankfully, our ship is equipped with a module that will boost our speed.
Oh. I don't know if this is the default.
Weapons range. Lock your target.
Okay, so it's telling me to lock it. Okay.
Target lock confirmed.
I like that it's a Dremel. And we're obviously not in range because the range is actually at 4. So we're getting our asses kicked. But the Astero's an armor tank. So I think we'll be okay. I guess I gotta lock this the regular way. Also, for those that don't know, and I'm probably gonna upload this onto YouTube, you can hold control and click as well.
Remaining hostiles.
I'm gonna approach rather than orbit them. It looks like I'm getting remote aid from Balin here, keeping me alive. Yeah, it does. It throws you into an Astero right away. Yes, I am getting repped. I can't die. Yeah, they give me ECM, which is interesting, as it doesn't really do anything. But check this out. There's a battleship and a cruiser. Yeah, so he's literally repping me, and it's telling me 5 remote heals from him. And it makes it pretty hard to die. And rather than approach, I'm gonna... Oh, the lock screen has got me. Like, I get that it doesn't want me to look at them, and it wants me to focus kind of on this overview area, and it's kind of having things blink in the overview, which is good as it teaches the new player to do that. And then it also, my guns don't track, so I kind of have to web it. And it kind of teaches you that you have to do the things, I guess. I'm not sure. It's telling me to orbit, lock, and fire on the remaining frigates. No, it didn't tell me to web. I mean, somebody's gonna hit all the buttons. There's 2 battleships, and there's also Nestor battleships as my friends. And it seems like there's...
Marvelously done, Captain. Combat can be such a glorious experience.
Oh, no.
Especially when you're winning.
I got a buddy here that doesn't look...
Ship incoming. A cruiser this time. It's larger and better armed than those frigates. What an exhilarating way to test your combat abilities.
So it's telling me to select the cruiser and start approaching them. And it's making me do everything through the overview. And I guess I could click. You need to make a new character on CC. And so I had to go through like 5 accounts to find one that had a character slot to make the character. So personally, for me, it was a bit of a headache. And yes, that's a friendly Nestor. I like how the bad guys are all like dark colored and the good guys are all like light colored. But yeah, you have to make a new character on CC to test this. Oh no, that Nestor's getting wrecked. I want to see what its health is. Oh no! There it goes! As we're working on this cruiser, our Nestor buddy just died. I wonder if it's possible to lose this. I'm loving the new training menus, skill plans in game. I'm super stoked about that. Okay, so it kind of made my ship go in that direction on its own.
Stopping the last civilian transport from warping away. Watch your six, Captain. They're bigger and badder than anything we've fought before.
Alright, I too want that skin. That is a really cool skin. I also want the air skins too. Camera's still locked. Is the camera supposed to be locked through this whole thing? Bug? Potentially. There is reason why they would lock the camera. Yeah, the camera being locked is very weird. It would be a turnoff for me if I didn't know what EVE Online was, for sure. No, it gave me camera controls in the beginning. To the left of Cap, I got no camera controls yet. There's nothing here.
We can use electronic countermeasures, ECM, to break the battleship's lock on the civilian transport. Doing so means the battleship will be able to target only one thing. Us.
Okay.
There is no other way to save those civilians. They are not Capsuleers like you. Their deaths will be final. Yours will be a learning experience.
Oh no. Oh no.
Heavy fire, Commander Ferris. Once our ship is destroyed, the pod will soon follow. According to my calculations, our destruction is 99.99% certain.
I don't want to die. I can slowly watch as my precious ship dies and all of my friends worked off. I am very dead.
You fought well today, Captain. This is a warrior's death. Luckily for you, it will not be your last.
Golf clap for the MPE killing you right away. And then not allowing me to do anything because I don't have anything else on my overview.
You are a Capsuleer. For you, death is not an end. It is simply the beginning of a new adventure. As always, I will see you on the other side.
Die often leave, so here's what it's like.
The world of the living, Captain. I hope your death was not too uncomfortable. Your neural data has been transferred to a fresh clone body. But before you stretch your new legs, someone very important would like to meet you.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Vesper Calatrix, Air's Vice President of Operations. Commander Ferris spoke highly of your courage under fire. You went out with quite the bang. Since your ship was destroyed in a blaze of glory, Air would like to provide you with a new one.
Okay.
Enabling your station services panel. You can now board the ship provided to you by Air. Try not to blow this one up so quickly.
They gave me a Corvette. I'd be excited as a new player, but I lost my Astero, and they said, "Hey, we costed you an Astero. Here's a Corvette." Oh no! All in the red.
I hope the new vessel is to your liking. This particular model is quite popular with Capsuleers. Air owes you a great debt for your bravery and sacrifice. So great, in fact, that I've thrown in an extra module at my own expense.
Oh man.
If dying means getting gifts like this, you should consider doing it more often, Captain. That was a joke. I prefer you alive. You can access items in your hangar, like modules, from the Neocom.
CCP heroically gives them a weak load. This is a pretty cool SRP program. I mean, you always get a Corvette whenever you die, so well, you have to claim it now, but
I have highlighted the section of your Neocom that will allow you to access your inventory.
okay. So Aurora, I have to ask because you probably know the answer to this. Was the camera being locked during the second half of that sequence intentional, or is that a bug? Because my camera was locked for the entire second half of the sequence. I can see why you guys would do that, as to like make sure that we interact with the overview, and make sure that we interact with that and kind of do that properly. But locking the camera is kind of frustrating. I don't know if it was intentional or if it's just a bug. Don't fly what you can't afford to lose. Guess you shouldn't be in an Astero in your first minutes. I think that's a bug. Okay, so I'll just completely dismiss it and carry on as if it wasn't a problem. The ship skins, I want those ship skins for the Macariel and the Nestor. I really like the air skins and the baddie skins that we saw during that sequence too. They're really cool. The Savior, the 18 no less. All right. So we're going to go ahead and continue. Inventory is here. You can also hit Control-C, but it's telling me to do it the normal way.
You will find the objects currently stored at the station at which you are docked. Now, let's take a look at the module Ms. Calatrix has given us.
Okay, I clicked on it.
A small armor repairer. An extremely useful gift. As you well know, New Eden can be a dangerous place. While I'm sure you will have many more exciting deaths in your future, maintaining your armor might allow you to enjoy life in your current clone body just a bit longer.
Okay,
You can fit the
how do I
module
use
to
it?
the ship by accessing the fitting window from the Neocom.
I would like the hotkey, but
The
thank
fitting
you.
window displays your current ship's
I
equipment.
clicked that. I didn't hit Control-F.
Now would be a good time to examine your ship's attributes.
Okay, so we're getting a little cluttered as I'm trying to also consider the stream as well, because so I have like a whole dead space around where my face is. So it's telling me to show the attributes. Did it tell me to? No, it hasn't yet, but I have to hit this continue button. So it tells me to enjoy the attributes of my ship, so we can kind of do this and we can see everything. Let's hit continue and see what she tells us to do. I wasn't told to fit it.
Let's fit your new module in a free
Okay. It gave me a minute to kind of look at things. Okay. That's so it kind of said continue, you look at things. It's like, oh hey, by the way, let's do that. So and then it gives me the pointer, click and hold the small armor wrapper from your inventory and then in the fitting window. So if I do this and put that there, or you know, yeah, it's not going to be that friendly to me.
module.
But yeah. Okay, sweet. So we have the fitting, but I did get the little error saying that I missed the skill, and this requires armor repair to 1 to use because it's not a civilian. They actually gave me a real repper, which is awesome because they didn't just give me a civilian and then allow me to fit it. To use this, I'm predicting that it's going to tell me to train it.
Bring the module online. It appears you do not currently possess the skills
Golf clap.
necessary to use it.
Thank you, CCP.
Hardly surprising. You still have much to learn.
This is good. This is really good. This is awesome.
I'll send the necessary skill book to your AI right now. Under normal circumstances, you would have received a basic skill set as part of the Air Capsuleer training program. Your training was violently disrupted, to say the least.
Okay.
Players learn skills like flying ships or using modules by rewiring their neural pathways. The skill book contains the mapping data required to perform such a feat. Skill books are consumable. Once we inject it into your neural interface, you will be left with nothing but a new and improved version of yourself. Augmentations such as this are one of the many benefits of life as a Capsuleer.
It even gives a lore definition of how skill books work. This is a big step up from the old MPE. Like, this is seriously a really big step up.
Absorbing the skill book's data rewrites the neural pathways in your brain, teaching you the skill. This process can take some time.
So, how do I inject it? So, does it move your mouse over the skill book, then select inject skill. So, it does pop up inject skill. I've always used the left click. Can you go away? And done inject skill that way, but having it kind of explain that if I hover over it, it'll pop up and I can inject it.
We will begin the process by accessing the skill queue from your Neocom.
Oh, it doesn't just put it... Oh, yes. So, I am going to say, I am participating in the bounty thing, and I already did the video for going through the new skill menu. But this is probably going to be a lot better than just that view, because this will give me... It looks like it's about to explain to me how this menu works, which is pretty cool. So it told me to open up the skill menu, and it said, click here to click the air plan.
Now, you must begin training the skill.
Module included in the air skill plan. Now begin training skill. Add the skills to the training queue. And then it gives me a big old button, add skills to training queue. And it looks like it's going to give me a couple of things.
Process along, I've gifted you with a skill injector. It's the least I can do, considering the role you played in saving thousands of lives.
Okay.
To finalize the skill injection process, be sure to confirm allocation of its resources, most commonly known as skill points.
So if I walk away, I save my 2,500 skill points, but in the effort of expediting this, and I don't care about the character, we're just going to go ahead and hit apply skill points. It's going to confirm. So it very quickly teaches me how to consume skill injectors. Okay. Okay. Considering that it taught me how to add a skill plan. It taught me how to use a skill plan. It didn't teach me how to go into the skills menu and use the actual skills menu to find a skill and train a skill. But it taught me how to apply a skill plan and apply skills.
You should close these windows as well.
Okay, so it says to close this window. Is it just telling me to leave this? You should close these windows as well as close both the skill window and the apply skills window. So is it saying to X out the whole thing? So this one? Telling me to leave the skill menu altogether?
Now that you have the required skill, try activating the small armor repair module once more. Very well done, Captain. Your ship's modules are now online. Knowing how to train skills and fit modules is an essential step in your journey as a Capsuleer.
Is that upcoming? Air skill plan, your Nestor Bros giving you a plan. So the skill menu coming to the game, I have nothing but good things to say about it. It allows you to build a skill plan and save it. And then better still, it allows you to share that skill plan with other Capsuleers in game. meaning you can grab you can make a skill plan. So for my Nagas that I do my fleets with, I'm going to devise a skill plan, and then I can write that skill plan in a thing, and then put it in my MOTD, and then they'll be able to click on it, and then immediately just go apply skills, and then hit start, and it will train the thing. In a bar, guest just showed up. Keep being excellent, my friends. Thank you for stopping by, CCP Aurora. Enjoy the night in the bar. Have fun. Don't drink too much, or two, whichever you prefer. But this is, I'm legitimately excited about this because this will teach a lot. It's actually so. I've taken 36 minutes to get through to this. I've so far learned how to activate modules via the guns. I've learned how to do skills. I've learned how to die, like really quickly. They're teaching you these things. This is good.
But several questions remain. Who attacked the cloning facility? What were their motivations?
Our investigation is still in the early stages, but I have two theories. The attack may have been motivated by simple greed. There's no shortage of competitors who would kill to acquire AIR's groundbreaking cloning and capsule technology. Literally. A more worrying possibility is that someone out there is trying to stop us from pursuing our research. While AIR prides itself for being a disruptor of New Eden's tech scene, there are those who think we push the limits of innovation too far. The technology suppression laws in New Eden are draconian, if you ask me.
I trust you will keep us updated on the investigation, Miss Calatrix. Captain, you'll want to keep your wits about you once we're back in space. To that end, I highly recommend closing any unnecessary windows on your display. It would be a shame to lose our lovely new ship because you didn't see the danger flying towards it.
So it's telling me, hey, you not close these. Thanks, bud, for the air skill injector, 250 skill points.
I wish I could do more for you, Captain, but I'm a busy woman and I have places to be. What I can do is put you in touch with contacts of mine who can help you grow as a capsuleer.
Okay, so it's telling me to go to the agency.
Perfect opportunity to familiarize yourself with the agency.
Okay.
The agency is your window into New Eden and all the cluster has to offer. As a new capsuleer, you are the architect of your own destiny. You could unearth secrets hidden among the stars, or prove your mettle in the field of combat. You might even be New Eden's next great business tycoon. The choice is yours.
Okay. So it's telling me to select agent submissions, so I keep on relocating this.
Contacts Vesper suggests can be found on the career agent's card. I suggest you take a moment to familiarize yourself with what each agent has to offer. They specialize in business, industry, military combat, and exploration. No matter what path you choose, you will find a career agent that can help you walk it. Once you've decided which one tickles your fancy, as the saying goes, set your destination. Be sure to close the agency before we depart.
Okay, so it's having me go to Urethra. And this explains why the Rasenborg don't spawn where... because we literally run anti-Rasenborg 2 jumps from here. But because Unpass and Erlin are, and then Urethra are new systems, that explains why they should be able to spawn, but they don't spawn in those locations.
There, Captain. If our investigation uncovers any additional information on the attack, I'll be in touch.
That's my question, Revat, because I really hope we're not doing just standard career agents from that, because that...
And all updates with bated breath. Metaphorically speaking, of course. I don't breathe.
Okay.
Captain, when you're ready, we can undock and begin the next phase of our journey. I do wonder how you'll die next. I suppose that is what ancient philosophers called morbid curiosity.
I undocked. Do I have to dock to redock?
Requested. Docking request accepted.
Click here to undock. So I undocked too fast. I got excited, guys. I did it prematurely. Oh dear.
Now that no one is actively trying to kill us, I will teach you how to navigate in space. First, select the destination I've highlighted in your overview.
That is something that they could change to Zero Gravitas. I would like to see them work with the ZTAC-S overview group to create an overview that is the default standard. Putting ZTAC-S overview on is a rite of passage for noobs. I know, right? Premature inoculation. Oh man. Someone, why are there loads of Chinese in my overview? Yeah, this is Cassigan. This is pretty standard. The Chinese players, or is that Chinese? All they have a lot of advertising here.
Initiate jumping to your destination.
Okay, so I clicked this. So it told me to click it to select it, and it told me to go jump here. I'm very used to going right-click jump like that. This is how I always jump and navigate. I set my destination like they said. I find my destination and I right-click, or I hold the left click down, and then the radial menu comes up. And I'm very frequently using the radial menu. But if you do like Warp 2, you can quickly do ranges. It's a very flexible menu. Alternatively, you can right-click and jump, or you can click on it and hit D, which is a hotkey that is telling you this. The MPE having you select these will teach them hotkeys, which is probably a good thing. That is Mandarin text. Thank you, Internet Doggo. We're going to go ahead and jump.
After that rousing introduction to New Eden, it's nice to be in space without the threat of imminent peril. Though this is New Eden, peril often approaches when you least expect it.
Because it didn't exist last time I played. I go back and forth between left click and radial menu because I'm so used to using the right click and find the thing, or left click for radial menu and right click for the regular drop down. So I personally use both depending on the situation. So many mobile depots. Maybe we need to make a rule against having a bajillion mobile depots in the rookie systems. All right, so just have me jump. I'm still not training a skill because it hasn't told me to put another skill in. I got a big dot here. So just basically kind of telling me to follow the yellow brick road, I guess. I was told to jump, and it didn't really give me continue jumping to your destination. So it lets people find out how to, you know, find the yellow thing and click and jump. If I minimize Aura, does she just go away? Nope, she's right here. Or show Aura instructions. Can I get rid of that?
After that rousing introduction to New Eden,
Okay, you can write it down now.
after that rousing introduction to New Eden, it's
Again.
nice to be in space without the threat of imminent peril.
You have to listen to Aura talk a bunch.
Peril often approaches when you least expect it. Initiate jump sequence.
It's telling me to jump this time.
I don't mean to unsettle you, Captain. You've already proven yourself capable in battle. I'm certain you can handle whatever New Eden throws your way. And if you cannot, at least you are immortal. You can be reborn into a new clone body to try again. I believe this is what humans call optimism.
I mean, but you've already proven yourself capable, and so you can handle whatever new Eden throws your way. At this point, you're allowed to be killed. You're out of the rookie system. A Astero and Corvette gives people a taste of what they can aspire to after they start. Yeah, but a noob wouldn't know an Astero is a pirate frig by now. No, they wouldn't. They would have no idea that the ship that they were given was some that they initially had was a fancy ship until later they see it. Astero does feature in the marketing. It does.
Time to land, Captain. Initiate docking sequence.
It's already got my destination pre-selected, so we're just gonna go ahead and hit dock.
Warp drive active.
Well, a particularly curious new player would have found and checked out the ship tree in the menus by now, but that is unlikely. So many new players are going to try and put Gatling lasers on their Asteros.
Career agent, you must access the agency.
No. No. I absolutely do not have to click on the agency. I can just talk to him right here. Look. There's me, and then there's agents, and I can talk to them. They're right there. They're literally right there. Why do I have to go to the agency? They're literally right there. But I prefer blasters. Okay.
Well remembered, Captain. I knew you would be quick to learn. Now don't be shy. Begin a conversation with an agent. I'm sure they will love you. And if they don't, then they will simply have to tolerate you.
Oh, they're gonna like you or they're gonna tolerate you. They have to interact with you. Let's go ahead and check out the industry one because I haven't done the industry one in a really long time. I click start conversation. I click the thing and I click the thing and I click the thing.
Missions provided by career agents offer a variety of rewards, including new skills, ships, modules, and money in the form of ISK. To begin the next phase of what I'm certain will be an illustrious career as a capsuleer, accept a mission.
Why is it... Okay, there we go. Why is it going faded? Like, I'm right there and it's faded. What? Okay, it's still saying to click agents. Still saying to hit here. Okay. It's telling me to accept it. But what if I want to read it? So making mountains and molehills. 1 of 1 Veldspar. I have to go acquire Veldspar. I go to the asteroid field your agent sent you to. Mine 1,000 units of Veldspar in the location. Or mine in another location won't be accepted, so I have to use this specific Veldspar.
You've handled yourself remarkably well, Captain. Though there are thousands of copies of Aura in New Eden, I am rather glad to be your Aura. Have I said too much? My
Hey, Storm Rider.
protocols may need adjusting.
Have I said too much?
Now it's time for you to venture out into the stars. Go forth and show New Eden what you are truly made of.
That can't be it. Still haven't learned about skills. Still haven't learned about putting things in the skill queue. And it just dumped me off of the career agents, which are the same career agents that they've been since forever. Yeah, this is... So it's telling me, it told me to accept a mission. It granted me a minor.